Hello guys, I wanted to make this video talking about Tuesday. Actually, I already made the video, but the OBS just decided to not record the audio, so here I am again. And that's the reason why the video is as this late, right? So let's talk about Tuesday. And first of all, I am disappointed in the fact that Jessica is still mid. It is what it is. I was hoping for a more suited support for Jessica. We didn't get that. We got Tuesday instead, which, yes, helps Jessica a little bit, but she doesn't give Jessica anything else besides a couple of poison stacks, you know? In fact, Tuesday is very focused on poison rather than focused on helping the allies. Yes, she does help with the increase of Genesis damage and also the crit resist debuff, which is basically like me saying you have 20% more critical rate on whoever you're playing, right? So, because that's a critical resist debuff of 20%, I think it goes from 20 to 30% with the potency of the card. Now, I don't know all of the numbers in my head. It's still too early for me to have it like in my head, including the numbers, but let's talk about Tuesday. Now, I am very confused about Tuesday. I did get her. I wanted to skip, but as you saw on my channel, I ended up doing a temple for fun. I was like, for fun, let's do a pull, and I did get Tuesday right after getting the previous character. I don't know who the fuck this was, but this was one of the characters that I pulled. It might have been Lucy, maybe. I don't remember which one it is, but I'm free to play on this account, so I don't really want to spend too many pulls to get characters, and I only pick up characters that I need. Now, on CN, I don't have Sotibi and I don't have Jessica, even though she doesn't really get help that much from Tuesday, but I also don't have other characters that you might want to use with Tuesday. So before we get to those characters and how you're supposed to play Tuesday for now, let's go ahead and talk about why am I confused about this character. I am confused because we are getting a character that is focused on poison, but at the same time, it's also doing a little bit of everything. You are getting a little bit of crit for your characters, you are getting a lot of debuffs, you're getting a lot of stacks of poison. We are talking about from 5 to potentially 12, 13 stacks of poison, and you will probably see this while I'm talking right now on the video as well. Now, on top of that, you also have the ultimate that is depleting and deploying an array that makes it so the poison doesn't decay. So you can technically stack as much poison stacks as you want, and then use someone like Sotheby to detonate everything. And at the same time, they will still stay there and detonate one more time once the array ends. Now, this character clearly is focused on poison, but at the same time, where do you put this character? She's also increasing the damage for everybody. Genesis damage, right? So you would technically say, oh, another babysitter for 37, but in my opinion, 37 doesn't really function that well with Tuesday in terms of performance, right? Because she does still want follow-up attackers. So if you have Jay, if you have Chu, if you have Winsong, or even Lucy, they're probably better in a team with 37 than Tuesday. Now, maybe you can mix and match and make like a good clusterfuck, but there are other characters that are more suited for Tuesday because of this kit. We are talking about a lot of poison, a lot of instances of Genesis. So some character that does a lot of Genesis is Kakanya, which I do not have on my CN account. So getting Tuesday for me was kind of ridiculous, to be honest. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Now, the good part for Tuesday is that one thing in her kit is making it so people that are applying any type of debuff or negative status are also having a chance of applying the poison. So characters that do a lot of debuffs, such as Isolde is the first that comes to mind, or maybe even Six doing his debuff, they're going to apply a lot of debuffs, but obviously the best one is Isolde. So you could do some of those, you could mix and match those characters. You might I might try to do Tuesday and forcibly put Tuesday inside a burn comp and see how that goes. I don't have Kakanya, but if you do have those characters, I feel like that would be maybe an interesting team. For example, if I were to tell you an example, it would be like Jay, Tuesday, Isolde, and then like a healer like Vila or Tooth Fairy. Now, I don't think Tooth Fairy would work. You might have to not use Tooth Fairy because of maybe it will overlap with the crit res debuff, but I am still confused. What is this character for? I was hoping for a character that was a poison character that would help a little more Jessica, but instead we got a poison character that is dealing infinite amount of poison stacks, which is buffing Sotheby way more than the amount of buffs that Jessica is getting, the amount of value that Jessica is getting on this character. Because again, this character is not focusing on helping Jessica. To help Jessica, you just need to have on the enemy just three stacks of poison. It's enough to get the most out of her cards, but this is not what we're getting. We only need someone like Isolde, but focused also on giving the character that it's playing, besides this support, more value, more buffs, right? So let's say a intended support for Jessica would be, a better support for Jessica would be someone that gives an array that now makes it so there is a lot of poison, or maybe when you attack you get poison, maybe you get something like pre-ignition. When you attack you also apply poison, and maybe those stacks last for longer. Not necessarily 50 stacks, but maybe like 2 stacks and they last for like 5 turns, extends the duration of these stacks, so Jessica has more time where she can do the max damage, or on top of that, give Jessica some more power-ups, because at the moment, if you want to play Jessica and you want to make the most out of Jessica, you are not playing Tuesday. You wouldn't play Tuesday with her. You would probably focus more on giving her raw damage with Six and Gatian, rather than using someone like Tuesday, because Tuesday is going to help just for the poison up time, and then it's going to be everything else. Jessica doesn't do anything else besides that. So you do need poison to be there, but you also need some raw power, which Tuesday doesn't give, especially for Jessica, because Jessica doesn't deal that much. It doesn't deal Genesis damage besides the trigger on the little one poison stack that she's applying on the ult, or every 2 turns or whatever. So I am confused what this character is for. It makes me feel like this character is missing units that would play perfectly with Tuesday, and that's where we get to the last point, which is, in my opinion, we are still lacking characters that go well with Tuesday. Maybe Argus will go well with Tuesday. I hope so. So that way I don't have Jessica on this account, and having Tuesday, maybe it will be good if the Argus is a pullable character for me, because in that case I would have a usage for Tuesday. At the moment, I don't know where to use her, but I feel like we are losing a little bit. We are in need of a couple of characters, because I'm confused. I am actually confused. Hopefully Argus, it's really good. Maybe Argus does something with poison. Maybe Argus does a lot of does as like higher damage the more debuffs there are on the enemy. Higher damage the more poison the enemy has, or the more negative status the enemy has. That would be insane, right? Maybe she gains 5% critical rate or 10% critical rate the more poison stacks the enemy has, that when you're attacking, that would be perfect. So I will be hoping for that character to be good for Tuesday. Otherwise, a team that you could do would be with Kakanya. Maybe Jay, Tuesday, Kakanya, Isolde, or maybe remove Isolde and put like a healer there, like Vila or something. Actually, yeah. Like I don't think you should play Isolde with Vila or any healer that doesn't attack the enemy, because otherwise it's gonna feel cringe having like 50 million stacks of pre-ignition that you can't use because the enemy doesn't get hit by your healer. So that said, Isolde and Tuesday, they feel like they might work well together. Now, I don't have Kakanya and I don't remember everything about her kit, but she does, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, she does do a lot of Genesis damage. She compiles all the damage taken. She shields theoretically, like she takes damage for the others, she compiles it up to a certain percentage of HP, I believe. After that, after the threshold is reached, she doesn't do that anymore. And then I don't know if you need to do the ult or something, and then she erupts everything that she stored into a giga hit nuke. I think that's gonna be Genesis damage, but with the Tuesday buff, Kakania might also get a lot of buff and good things, but we'll see. Character at the moment, it's all over the place. I do like the concept though. I really like the amount of poison that you are applying. So eventually, maybe when we get Tuesday in global, we will have enough foresight in CN, a lot of new patches ahead of right now. Maybe we'll be in like 2.6 or something by that time. Not really, maybe 2.4, 2.3. Maybe at that point we have a more interesting team for Tuesday. Those are all my initial thoughts about the character. I did get the character. She's currently, as you can see, I3 level 1 R5. I am farming the event to get the side tube, and I will get her to R9 maybe. I don't think I'll do R10 for now because I don't know how to use her for now. I'll try to do some teams, but I am lacking the characters needed for Tuesday for now. Maybe Argus will be good. We'll see. If you have anything else to do or to say, leave it in the comment or come to my stream at twitch.tv/Jakazin and ask me there, or let's talk there, okay? So thank you for watching and see you next time.